Hey, I'm Logan, and you're about to learn how to make your product videos more effective. If your product video is not working as well as you hoped it would, it could be because it's missing one of three key appeals. I'm talking about emotional appeal, logical appeal, and physical appeal. There are three different parts of the brain, if you will, that you have to target and speak to if you want customers to convert. The first is emotional. So why do you need an emotional appeal? Well, it turns out that we as humans are very emotional beings. We, as much as we might like to think that we are very rational and logical, the reality is we typically act with our gut first. We act with our emotions, and then we later use logic. As we'll see, we use logic to rationalize those emotional decisions. Advertisers have found that there are a handful of emotions or desires that drive action the best. One is gain. So this would be, if you think of any commercials that seem to be promising that they can make you happier or healthier or wealthier, they're talking about gain. It's a very strong motivator that can work for a variety of different products. Another emotion is love. So this is kind of the opposite of gain. Gain is kind of the greedy emotion, the greedy desire. Love is the opposite. So if you think of basically any jewelry commercial, they all kind of play off this love idea. So it's, get her the diamond that she deserves, that kind of thing. So it's basically trying to get husbands or spouses to act out of love. Pride is another strong motivator. People want to look good in front of their friends and, keep up with the Joneses. Sense of duty is another emotion that the military, the US military, tends to use pretty heavily. It's this message that your country needs you. Now, we've also got self-preservation, and so this is largely going to play off of fear. Is your home ready for an earthquake? Or are you prepared for a flood? This kind of thing can drive a lot of action, but it's basically rooted in fear. And finally, there's self-indulgence, which is what a lot of food-based marketing uses. It's all about you deserve this delicious thing, right? So make sure that you have at least one of these emotional appeals in your product video. Remember, you want to hit the viewer in the heart initially, because that's going to really be what grips them and makes them take that first step towards considering your product. So you want to follow up the emotional appeal with a logical appeal. As I mentioned, we act on emotion, but then we rationalize that with logic. We rationalize those emotional decisions to make them look like smart decisions based on all these facts. So this is when you can talk about your super refund policy or your warranty or all these different benefits and features, or maybe how many happy customers you have. This is where you really start to just bring out kind of some of the more details and facts that can help them rationalize things. So after you've hit them in the heart and then you've hit them in the head or the brain, it's time to use a physical appeal. And what that means is you need to show your product being used. So back in the 1990s, researchers made a pretty big discovery while studying monkeys. What they found was that when one monkey watched another monkey perform certain actions, the brain of the monkey watching reacted as though the monkey watching were actually performing the actions. So for example, if one monkey watched the other monkey eating a banana, then that monkey's brain lit up the same way it does when that monkey would actually eat a banana. Scientists attribute this phenomenon to what they call mirror neurons. And there's a lot of evidence that humans have these as well. Mirror neurons may be at play when you see someone yawn and suddenly you have to yawn. This whole yawning contagiousness thing. Maybe you're actually wanting to yawn right now because I'm saying yawn over and over again. Many people point to mirror neurons when they talk about the negative effects of violent video games and movies. And if you've ever winced when you watch someone get hurt, either on a video or in real life, that's likely because of mirror neurons. So what does all this nonsense about mirror neurons mean for your product video? If you show your product in use, it will activate your audience's mirror neurons, and basically it will create a false memory in these people's minds. And you want that to happen because then they'll be one step closer to actually using your product in real life. So in summary, to make your product videos more effective, you should first make your audience feel something, and then provide ample facts and data that can make them feel good about your product versus other products. And finally, you should show your product being used. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like it. Until next time, I'm Logan from Music for Makers. See ya.